All reactions are on Patreon. Or if you want, you can pull up your copy of episode 4 of season 3 of ReZero, Operation Take Back the Government Office, and press play on it when I press play when the timer reaches 0. Oh my god. I am loving the actual situation at this point for just beating us down. And I guess this is what the escalation of ReZero is, because it needed to be fucking crazy with the way Subaru's power works for us to take it seriously as a threat. You're smarter than you seem. Oh, you're listening too. Good for you. Really goes to show that she is not all talk. I don't think that she has a bad idea of how tough Garfield is. Come on. I'm gonna need a spreadsheet of all the problems. That's just what I'm doing right now. The four problems. Greed, lust, wrath, gluttony, douchebag. I don't remember his name. Douchebag non Van Estrella. Two more powerful than average witch cultists. I am actually writing this down because I could get lost. I could. We don't really know what lust's power is yet. Ugh. God. I tend to think none of the royal selection candidates will be contributors to the problem. Sorry. Maybe. I suppose. Not Priscilla. Feel like that'd be an odd direction for her to take in this arc. No, I'm very curious, because we're in the arc where she was the one who got Amelia to chase after the situation. I'm very curious how that sequence of events plays, because I think we are probably stuck with things at least up to him waking up in the bed, with a wounded leg. Okay. Sub-objective, they still want to get that crystal at some point if possible, but that's not in their immediate needs. The good news is Greed clearly isn't working with the others, and it honestly does just seem like horrible luck that he's here at all. 125 and 3, 2, 1 to go. Are you legitimately worried that he could do damage to her before you could stop him? What got you to leave before? with the light going off like it did. That's was this situation not ongoing yet at that point? Yeah, the witch of envy isn't dead, and she's known to not be dead. Who? Fuck where? Who? Okay, don't fuck where, that's important, but like, I wanna know! Ah, okay, so it's more of a history reference than anything. I wouldn't put it past her to just be her then. Talking about it like it's a Skype meeting. There you are. What? Oh, come on. It's still unclear if three of the four are working together in any capacity. Whoa, 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 what are you seeing? What is this? Is it something Subaru's seeing, or is this something Garfield's seeing? Because both of those things mean very different things. 446. And 3, 2, 1, go. Look how much is going on that we're keeping track of right now. Like, God, this has happened more than once now, where it's like two characters who are not established characters. So I am very motivated to want to keep track of everything they're saying, so I can learn their personalities and the whole idea. And I think it's meant to be this confusing. We're meant to be as lost and feel as hopeless as Subaru. But goddamn, this is confusing, and I feel lost and hopeless. 434. They don't even know Gluttony's here yet. 434, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. Yeah, all four might be operating totally independently, which debatable to say whether that's better or worse. Those two particular witch cultists had other shit going on. Clearly. We're gonna learn more about them probably in the next loop. is I do think they're trying to create a scenario where it's less clear if he will loop by making the losses seem recoverable. Okay, so those two were lust workers. Makes them sound like prostitutes, but that's not what I meant. Ugh. Is, is it wrong that I'm more excited about the witch's remains than I am saddened by the whole situation? Because assuming it's one of the witches that we had met last season, I'm not totally sure how this would work, but could this be a way to recommune with those witches? Really hopeful, because Echidna is my favorite character, and there's a very real possibility the way things have hammered out that she could totally not appear again. I think she totally will, especially with the final line Amelia said to Minerva. But, but, she's not really she's a dead woman, so it's a little hard to imagine without Subaru intentionally going back there, whether he even remembers her based on not recognizing her in the coffin. Without him intentionally going back to her, it's been a little hard to imagine how she ends up back in the show for at least a while. 6:32 and 3, 2, 1, go. Is it like the very foundation of the city? Tell us which witch it is. It doesn't look familiar, but she is also a corpse. Typhon. It's a different witch than Typhon, though. I wonder if they can split the damage using that ability. It is difficult to imagine two random witch cultists being stronger than Garfield. Because, which, by the way, random. She appears to have the same frills going on that Rat did, actually. Do they all have that? No. Okay, okay. Questions about if that's just Wrath somehow, some way. But I assume they're all working for Lust the way that Lust was talking. Um, it is difficult to imagine the way Garfield, everything about him from season 2 was top level. Like, there are people stronger than him, like, but he's absurdly powerful. It is difficult to imagine two random witch cultists unambiguously being more powerful than him without there being some extra help being lended to them from the Archbishop in some way that is giving them a serious leg up. Not that that makes the situation any better, but it is I'm curious what the answer to this ends up being. Is it to me it makes little sense that you'd be able to find it would be an impressive feat to be able to find one person not on like Royal Knight level minimum who could seriously threaten Garfield. And from what we've seen of what he's capable of, I'm pretty sure Garfield would probably beat Julius in a fight, and Julius is no slouch. Julius might be able to pull some magic stuff that turns it away from being a fair fight. That's one of the advantages of being a magic user, but if we're talking a pure brawl... So, yeah, this is peculiar. And I'm not even just talking about this from a TV show perspective. It's weird from a TV show perspective for there to be two grunts who are stronger than him. And they did make it sound like each of them individually was stronger. Maybe they're just up around the same level. But putting that aside, it's skeptical from a world building perspective. Like the other characters should be put off by this in a strange way. At least Subaru should. He's probably the person there who has the greatest understanding of just what a threat Garfield is. Context having allowed him to know that. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Starting the timer at 8:29 and 3, 2, 1, go. All right. If those delusions are what lost him his edge, maybe. Okay, though they are just that intense. I was gonna say maybe they're not that tough. Maybe he would have done just fine a year ago against them. And I still kind of think maybe that is the case, but they are clearly a step above regardless. That's the only reason she survived. Man, the toughest part, if Subaru loops, which it's difficult to say if he'll loop back to the initial moment, where his save point has been, or to the bed. The bed's believable for several reasons, but it would damage our perception of the save point up to this point. So, but without a reason, I would want to know why his save point got updated that quick without return by dev getting worse. If there was some reason that was happening. $9.29 in 3, 2, 1, go. Maybe probably not. This is probably an extreme thought, but maybe there'd be enough witch cultists to kind of screw with the power here. I guess this is a constructive way to go about. Yes. I can never be sure. No, wait, that's how I get to be sure that Subaru will go back. He's not gonna lose the tracksuit like this. No. Holy shit, we're only 4 episodes in, and this feels like the most packed season. Oh, I can't even be sure how I'm gonna feel about this season, but I do not think, even if I am enjoying myself and I like this, I do not think I'm going to like rewatching it as much as I like doing the first 2 seasons. I'm not alone, right? Maybe I, in my old age, I just can't process this much TV anymore. Not even a negative. It's not even a negative. This would honestly be easier to rant and rave about it if I was fundamentally opposed to what was happening. But I'm loving every second of this bullshit. Oh. Okay. 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 Holy shit. Man, even on rewatch, it's gonna be hard to track some of the. I need to read those fucking books. Like I have all but decided to wait until the show's over to go back in and love the books because I do love the books, but man, I might fucking need them just to be able to track anything. I'll wait until at least I catch up on where we're at now that they have the 8 episodes and then the hiatus. And then I might catch up in the books in the interim. Oh, fuck. We're 4 episodes in, and it feels by far the most intense situation he's been in, mostly because he doesn't have time, right? And it's all intentional and clear. I'm just repeating myself. I'm sorry. These are all good things that a show's able to make me feel anything, and the show's able to make me feel all the things. I guess I kind of expect that narratively, if not literally, once the dust settles, i.e., we're no longer panicking moment to moment, because it's got to happen at some point. I hope we get to learn at least more about all of the witch cultists, all of the Sin Archbishops that are here. Because although they're all their own degree of nuts, I'm kind of assuming they're not completely nuts. Like, fundamentally, Petalgoose was revealed to be far more of a character, even if he was still nuts, in season 1, let alone all that we learned about him in season 2. I don't think that these other characters are going to get a lesser treatment than surface level stuff, which is most of what we have, a little bit more for Lucia? Wrath. I'm probably gonna be stuck calling them by their sin names for a little bit, because it's pretty much just Lie and Regulus that I'm sure of, which is 2 of 4, but one Lust is Lagunica. That was a plot point that'll be easy to remember. But the rest of her name. Yeah, but yes, I'm hoping that they all have their opportunities to be not just engaging, fun characters, because, ooh, good villains, which ReZeros does pretty damn good villains, but interesting, too. Like, I want to be excited what this character will do. Not just in a, ooh, they're a fucked up bastard way, but maybe in other ways, too. Like the one scenario with Subaru where he was able to briefly trick Pedal Goose, things like that, where it's like he was where Regulus, clearly, although crazy, still much chiller than the other witch cultists, maybe able to be talked down or even converted to your side for the purposes of this battle. These are all things that, like, I'm very curious, but oh boy, 10:32 and 3, 2, 1, go. You're one to talk. I wonder how far things get, because if Amelia had died, you would have killed yourself by now. It has to be. He's her knight. You don't know where she is. It wouldn't matter about the media because he doesn't have a lead. He needs to find a way to get a lead. I will say it would have been potentially the correct decision because he is her knight to focus gung ho on her without even being selfish or foolish, because in this loop at least, he's no better suited to helping than the rest of them. 10, 10, 15, 3, 2, 1, go. He's got a halfway decent planning ability. It's difficult for me to decide how I feel about this. Because there are multiple problems, and from our perspective, and Subaru's to a degree, we know that he's gonna have more chances to do some perfect super move that saves everything. Some unbeatable plan that is lended to him by his very unfair power. But from also his perspective, oddly enough, depending on what his priorities are and the perspectives of others, it would make more sense. I can't imagine if Felt, Anastasia, Priscilla, or Krush were kidnapped and actively in danger for any of the four knights to not prioritize saving them over any objections of others. And for them to expect Subaru to, or hope anyway, might be a little selfish. Understandably selfish. But selfish all the same. And right now, I think as a character, Subaru could, without being ridiculous, make the case for that selfishness, that need to focus on Amelia, legitimately being because of his role and his love for her. Not fuck his love for her. Well, that doesn't matter. Who cares about love? Most of the characters in this show. Just his role alone could argue that it would be one thing if he was uniquely suited to solving the problem with the media. If there was some reason that he had to be there, that you could make a case that he's instrumental. But he's got no reason to think that splitting the work doesn't matter here. 1142. Again, I'm of two minds about this because it's also a great sign of maturity that he is able to focus like this. To see the bigger picture. I'm just saying that there's a case to be made that it would be not a poor decision to only to not see the forest for the trees. 1142 and 321 go. And I imagine some muscle memory made it a little easier to relearn some of her skills. I assume you're tough. See? You might. God damn, this is the negative side of that reputation he's gained. No, guys, I really do. He doesn't suck. He's way better than he should be by any rights, but he is average at best in a combat scenario. 1308 and 321 go. Now I wonder if Al isn't his real name. Aldebaran. I do like that it was worth bringing up by one of them, and although they were taken aback by it, they're clearly not ridiculously surprised at the possibility that he's here. Because it's reasonable, they know for sure three of them are here. No mention of envy, though, makes me think envy, although definitely around, is an unknown quantity as far as regular people are concerned. Because Petalgoose did say that the only open slot at the time was Pride, right? So, unless there is no envy, which maybe, that would not be totally out of left field to me, but because they're very important, the Witch of Envy, maybe there is just no Archbishop of Envy in particular. Maybe the others wouldn't let it happen, but hard to say. Yeah, I bet the Archbishop's the Archbishop's the Archbishop of Envy is just a total unknown to regular people. Which, yeah, probably. 1403. 3, 2, 1, go. The Archbitches. I didn't even do that on purpose. We don't know what lust can really do strictly speaking. Because of his leg? Better to preserve his energy for the crucial moments, I suppose. Is that like an egg or something? Is this the same square where Wrath attacked? How amazing they are? Woo! Same move that Garfield did once. Oh, come on! Are you a Hindu god? He helps how he can. Whoa! Not only are they good in a fight, they legitimately work together well. Is that her? Don't tell her your name either, just for your safety's sake. He's like, you're breaking the rules of television. You top brass should be showing up one at a time like the big shots you think you are. Subaru's just offended at the narrative outrage happening here. This is not the normal course of events that's meant to happen in one of these stories. The fact that they're all interesting enough characters so far, they haven't gotten the same screen time that we'd used to have, that we would have gotten if they were one at a time. We're probably about to learn if she even knows that the other three are here. 1735. In 3, 2, 1, go. She's sitting up here like, I'm supposed to be the craziest person in the room, sir? Yeah, of course. 1744. 3, 2, 1, go. It's probably not that easy, you know that, right? That was some kick-ass regeneration. Oh god. Vampire dragon? The last time the bell rang. Right. Good luck. Just don't be reckless. Man, seeing her like that, it feels so wrong. Still. Wow. Oh! Bushi. Oh, God. I tell you what, if anyone would possibly be used to that kind of pain, and that's not a kind of pain anyone really gets used to, my dudes and my lady. Hmm. Rem, from what we saw, lost for sure, but was able to pressure you. Not seriously, it didn't seem like, so I don't think you're unstoppable in a fight. 20:03 and 3, 2, 1, go. Are you dressed different than even the last time we saw you? Earlier in front of Otto. Wait. Is it because you swallow people's memories that you refer to yourself as we? Not Lie Potenkos or whatever his name was. It is. He does say we, so ooh. 21:07 and 3, 2, 1, go. So, I was going to stop after episode 2 because I need to go to bed at some point. But yeah, that's not happening. It's been a long time since I've been this motivated, one after another. Gotta see the next one! Gotta see the next one! And fundamentally, they're not giving me a break point at all. I guess Krush could be back to normal after this fight, depending on how things play. Because that's the thing is, they are going out of their way to make anything. Yeah, everything's still recoverable, technically. I would be absolutely mind blown if this is the loop where things work out, but technically it could be. Ooh, please tell me you still have clothes. You do not. Do you remember him? I believe she specifically says she's not at one point in the books, but whether she knows what that means, not sure. Given the kissing thing, uh, I'm genuinely not sure what her answer's gonna be. Yeah, I was going to stop, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I might do all 8 and just suffer. Oh god. Oh god. I guess we'll see what this creepy bastard wants next time.